Hi, and welcome back to the Dewan Moore Show, where I cover all the Pokemon Go news on the go that you can handle. And we're not actually covering Pokemon Go news, but I am covering Pokemon related stuff. So, here we go. This story comes from Polygon and was by Allegra Frank, who you can tweet at Legs Frank, and I'll leave all the information to everyone and everything in the description box below. Of all the new Pokemon games of this year, the one I'm most excited for isn't new at all. It's in fact the first game I ever fell in love with, a game I've sunk hours and hours into. Played until a literal death, Pokemon Silver, which is heading to Nintendo 3DS eShop on September 22nd. Pokemon Silver and its partner game, Pokemon Gold, rank highly on the lengthy list of games in the franchise, and it's only near the top of my own favorites. I've got plenty of personal bias here if we want to talk about it, but let's take a look at the facts. By almost all objective measures, the Game Boy Color games represent the best of what Pokemon has to offer. Their upcoming current gen debut, courtesy of the 3DS Virtual Console, is at all once a small release and a major cause for celebration. Pokemon Gold and Silver comprises the second generation of Pokemon games, along with their shinier cousin, Pokemon Crystal. When they launched in Japan in 1999, they were revolutionary, just 3 years after the making of Pokemon Red, Blue, and Green. Game Freaks iterated on nearly every element of the series. Here's a brief rundown of what Pokemon Gold and Silver introduced to the franchise. A real-time day and night cycle, male and female gender Pokemon, the ability to breed Pokemon, baby Pokemon, held items, shiny Pokemon, dual typing for Pokemon, steel and dark type Pokemon, friendship happiness based evolution, tracking how many experience points a Pokemon needs to level up. Those are all significant additions, and it's difficult to imagine Pokemon games without many of them. Perhaps modern players take them for granted, in fact, which makes now the best time for Gold and Silver to return. There are at least one feature completely unique to Pokemon's second generation game, though. Spoilers for a 17-year-old game ahead. After players traverse all of Johto, the game's primary setting, and defeated the Pokemon League, they were given another task. They had to return to Kanto, where the original Pokemon game took place, and collect another full set of badges. Pokemon Gold and Silver not only contains a complete original game, but it absorbs its predecessor, reimagining it unforgettable world. This makes it twice as long as any other Pokemon game. It is definition of the ideal post-game. Game Freak has bizarrely never attempted to introduce this concept into any other Pokemon game, since leaving Gold and Silver as the lone title was such an expansive adventure at the fore. The legacy of Gold and Silver is not lost on longtime fans. When Pokemon Company released Nintendo DS remake Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver in 2009, they received rave reviews and went on to sell nearly 13 million copies. The remake fetched higher resale prices than nearly any other major Pokemon game. Should you find a copy of one of them at a GameStop, alright, first of all, don't do that. Don't go to GameStop. Just don't. Just GameStop is trash. We'll just leave it at that. It will set you back $49.99, and that's for a pre-owned one. The game originally cost $29.99 new. When Gold and Silver are out on eShop this fall, they'll have several benefits that only modern hardware can provide. They'll be available at a much lower price point, typically of virtual console games. They'll never have their batteries die out, unlike their original cartridges, so players can continue to play in real time ad infinitum. And that makes use of the Pokemon Bank app so that second gen Pokemon can be carried over to newer titles like November's newly announced Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Yes, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are intended as a true marquee Pokemon title for 2017, but it's hard to get excited about them when compared to Gold and Silver's re-release. The Pokemon Company hasn't said much about the Sun and Moon retelling yet, but heading back into versions of the game still fresh on the mind is admittedly less compelling than a chance to head back into a world I first fell in love with 17 years ago. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon will likely be rewinding experiences to be sure, but Gold and Silver are tried and true, and the only Pokemon games out there this year that I already know are essential for fans. So what do you guys think about all that information that I just laid down on you? I got my Nintendo 3DS. I'm waiting for September 2nd so that I can download it. I am looking very forward to that. Do you have yours? Show me pics of. I have the Super Mario Brother edition. My girl got it for me for Father's Day from the thrift store with Pokemon Platinum version for $10.99 because they don't know what they're doing pricing it at the thrift store. Anywho's, that was good for me. Thank you, bae. I appreciate that still. Other shout outs. I want to shout out Kaylin. Good looking Kaylin. I appreciate your views. I appreciate your support. As well as Corbin. Thank you for all the video game. I love talking with you at work and about all the video game stuff. You rock. As well as Sly-Fi, shout outs to Sly-Fi. Thank you for your comments. As well as James B, good looking out in the comments. I appreciate that. Also, I want to give a shout out to my peeps in Canada. Keep up the views. You guys rock so hard. And if you like what you see, remember to like and subscribe to the show. It means a lot to me. The likes mean a lot in the numbers game to the YouTube people. So please, if you like the video, like. And I need to get my own URL, and I can't get my own URL until I have 100 subscribers. So if you're watching and you're not subscribed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Please, I really appreciate it. And I will see you next time on the Dewan Moore Show.